In this lesson, we're going to look at percent tax. So if a new basketball costs $75 plus a 12% tax, how much was the tax? So just as in the last example, I want you to start off by setting up what you have and what you want, and we're going to use the equation that we've been using for the last few lessons again. All right, I know the basketball costs a total of $75. I also know the tax is 12%. I want to know the amount of the tax. And now I can simply go ahead and start putting things into my formula. So my amount tax, I'm going to call him A because I don't know what he is just A. I know the total price of the basketball was $75 multiplied by 100 is equal to the percent tax. Notice again we have amount tax, and this is our percent tax. Again, the percent and the amount are both tax, and therefore they're like. And now I can just go ahead and start to solve this. So if I multiply both sides by 75, and I actually don't need that percent there, then I can simply put 75 over 1, and I can divide this out. Now I'm going to do this in two steps. So I have A multiplied by 100 is equal to 12 multiplied by 75. And now I can divide both sides by 100, and the 100 divides out. And now I can start to simplify. Notice that I haven't actually simplified the 12 multiplied by 75 or done any cross division, and that's because I realized that when I divide by 100, I'm just going to be moving the decimal place over twice. So let's multiply 12 by 75 in our column. 5 multiplied by 2 is 0, or 10 I should say. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 5 multiplied by 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. I'm going to drop my 0. 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. Carry my 1. And 7 multiplied by 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. And I can add this together, and I get 900. So what I have now is A is equal to 900 divided by 100. And now it's a nice easy division of tens here. And I can say that 9 divided by 1 is equal to 9. So I have A is equal to 9. Now, of course, with a word question, we want to give a word answer. How much was the tax? The tax cost $9. All right, let's go to a second example. Miss Button bought a new pair of earrings. If the earrings are regularly priced at $35, how much did they cost if there is a 12% tax? We're going to set this one up the same as we have been. We're going to write down what we have, what we want, and then we're going to use our formula. So we know the total price of the earrings is $35. We know the tax is 12%. I want to know the amount paid for the earrings. Now, before we set this up, we have to think about what's happening here. I want to know the amount of the earrings, so the $35 plus the tax. So what I'm saying is I want the full 100% that the earrings are worth, the $35, plus I also have an additional 12% tax. So my percent that I'm looking at, it's a percent increase. And my percent increase is 112%. I'm paying the full 100% for the earrings, and I'm also paying the 12% tax on top of that. So the tax value that we're actually going to be using is 112% because it's the full price of the earrings plus the tax on top of this. Now there are two ways to solve this question, and you might feel more comfortable doing the other one, and the other one is completely fine. This is just a shorter method that I'm showing you. I'm now going to start to set up my equation. So I want the amount that I paid for these. And again, this is an amount, it's an amount increased, and I'm going to call him A. And so I have A divided by my total, which is $35, multiplied by 100 is equal to my percent increase, which is 112. And now I can solve for A. So if I multiply this side by 35, it's 35 over 1, and I can actually divide him out. So what I'm left with is A multiplied by 100 is equal to 112 multiplied by 35. I haven't simplified this yet, and I will. I'm just going to do it at the end. I want to solve for A, so I'm going to divide both sides by 100, and then these guys divide out. On the left-hand side, I have A equals, and just in our column, let's do 112 multiplied by 35. And 5 times 2 is 10, and we have 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6, and 5 times 1 is 5. I'm going to drop my 0, and I have 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, 3 multiplied by 1 is 3, and 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 again. And then I can add these all together, and I get 12, and I get a 9, and 3. So what I have here is A is equal to 3,920 divided by 100. And remember that the 100 is just moving the decimal place over, and in this case, because it's 100, it's going to go over 2 places. So my answer is going to be 39.20. And of course, I want a word conclusion with my word question, and I have how much is the cost if there is a 12% tax. I can say the earrings cost $39.20, and that would be my conclusion. All right, we have one more. Christine buys a new jacket, which is on sale for 20% off the regular price. If she saved $50, how much was the regular price of the jacket? All right, so I know that my percent discount is 25%. I know she saved $50, so my amount discount is $50. I want the regular price of the jacket, so I want the total price of the jacket. I'm going to call him T. And now notice that these, again, I've got amount discount and percent discount. These are like, so I can put them into my formula. So my amount is $50. I don't know what my total is. I'm trying to find the total cost. Multiplied by 100 is equal to my percent discount. Now my goal is to solve for T. So I can't have T in the denominator or in the bottom of the fraction. So I'm going to multiply both sides by T. Now this is the same thing as T over 1. And now these guys divide out. So what I'm left with is 50 multiplied by 100 is equal to 25T. Now again, I'm trying to solve for T. I'm going to divide both sides by 25. These guys divide out. And now I can start to do some simplification on my left-hand side. I kind of left him because I saw that there was some simplification here. For example, 25 and 50, they're both divisible by 25. So 25 divided by 25 is 1. 50 divided by 25 is 2. And so now I have 2 multiplied by 100. Awesome. 200 is equal to T. Now again, I want to be able to answer my question. How much was the price of the jacket? Total price of the jacket is T. So the total price of the jacket is $200. And that's all for today.